Dard Hunter fostered a lifelong interest in the arts. As the son of a newspaper owner and printer, Hunter grew up with an appreciation for paper and printing at an early age. Dard's father helped him cultivate an interest in preserving the romanticism of handcrafts in a modern industrial age. As a young man, Hunter exercised his artistic talents first as an illustrator for his father's newspaper in Chillicothe, Ohio, and then as a resident at the Roycroft Art Colony in New York after touring with his brother's magic act. Hunter met his wife Edith during his residency at the art colony. He married Edith, a pianist at Roycroft, in 1908, and the couple honeymooned in Vienna. In 1910, the couple moved to Vienna, where Hunter took printing and design classes at the Royal Imperial Graphic Teaching and Experimental Institute. Together, they had two sons, Cornell and Dard Jr. Here, Dard Hunter Sr. works with his two sons in 1950 over his book, Papermaking by Hand in America, at the Mountain House Press in Chillicothe. Hunter's legendary passion for papermaking was ignited on a visit to London's Science Museum in 1911, where he saw an exhibit on historic methods of papermaking. Inspired, Hunter and his wife moved back to the United States, where they purchased property in Marlboro, New York. Here, Hunter set up his first papermaking endeavor, constructing a half-timbered, thatched roof cottage, which he equipped with a water wheel for production of high-quality art paper. It was at his Gomez Mill in Marlboro where Hunter produced the world's first one-man book, in which he did everything from designing and setting the font to producing the paper and printing the pages. Hunter and his wife sold the mill in 1919 and moved to Chillicothe, where they purchased the historic Mountain House. Hunter established a new press named after the property, where he soon set up his new print shop. Over the course of 46 years, Hunter published 20 titles, 8 of which he produced using his own talents. Hunter is seen here setting the type for papermaking by hand in America at Mountain House back in 1949. Dard Hunter was an avid traveler, embarking on journeys and collecting artifacts for handmade paper from around the world. His passion for paper and its history led him to study indigenous and historical papermaking methods. On his quest for learning traditions of the craft, he traveled to Samoa, Tonga, Fiji, Japan, Korea, China, Indochina, Siam, and India. Hunter visited India in 1940, after which he compiled Papermaking by Hand in India. The artifacts collected on his travels were the foundation of the Dard Hunter Paper Museum. Hunter's museum, the pride and joy of his career, opened at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in 1939. Hunter saw his museum as his most significant contribution to the history of papermaking. He leads a demonstration on handmade paper at the museum in 1949. The collection was relocated to the Institute of Paper Chemistry in Appleton, Wisconsin in 1954, and then to Atlanta, Georgia, when the Institute of Paper Chemistry moved to the Georgia Institute of Technology in 1989. Dard Hunter had a deep appreciation for art, and his interest in arts and crafts, both as a style and as an ideal, remained with him until his death in 1966. Hunter's life work inspired a resurgence in the appreciation for paper as a craft in an industrial era. He helped rekindle the notion of paper as art, igniting an interest in papermaking as a global art, craft, and industry. Both his museum collections and his publications helped preserve the romanticism of craft in a modern world. Today, Hunter's tradition is carried on by his grandson, Dard III, who has taken it upon himself to preserve the Dard Hunter legacy.